What's up, guys? I don't really do long form videos, so this is kind of like new to me. Still. I'm trying to do reaction videos. I love that. The reaction videos, those are so fun to make. But I want to do something that a lot of people, because of what's going on in America, and I'm going to be honest right now. I'm 22. Like, I don't have a lot of job experience and stuff. Like, I've been getting new jobs and stuff lately, but I don't have my license, and I hate saying that. I don't have a car. I'm stuck. Like, even if I did have my license, even if I did have a car, I wouldn't really have enough money for this stuff. Like, I struggle with it. And hearing a lot of financial talk on the media and seeing people struggle that are close to me, it is really difficult. So I've been striving basically since I was 18 years old to become an entrepreneur. And right now I'm focusing on YouTube and Shopify, and it's hard. Like, it is hard. It is a lot of work involved. It's not an easy task at all. So trying to go about it there's a lot of different thoughts and directions I want to go, and it's hard for me to like stay put because I have so many different ideas. I strike, and then I go to another one, and I strike, and I go to another one, and I've never made more. It's sad to say, I don't think I've ever made more than, let's see, and I don't think this would even count like eBay sales. I would say I don't think I've ever made more than $800 online. Like, like I said, eBay doesn't technically count. I'm talking about like online businesses, like Shopify, like e-commerce, like stuff like that. It takes quite a bit of money to get involved. It takes quite a bit of time. So, and research and all that stuff. Like, I've watched hours upon hours of videos, and I know you have to have quite a bit of money to start up. Now, my most successful thing that I've ever gotten into, I wouldn't qualify this as a business, but it's an idea that people need to start getting engraved in their memory. And it's what I've watched is Robert Kiyosaki quite a bit of times. Like, I'm not gonna say he is right about everything, but this one thing that's always struck me with what he says is that money is paper. At the end of the day, it's useless. And it's funny whenever I tell people this, but he said money is toilet paper. And why are we chasing paper our entire lives? Why are we chasing after our entire lives? Now, entrepreneurs, you may think, oh, well, they're chasing money too, but really it's the middle class that are working constantly, high hours, and they can never get fulfilled. They never can beat what is going on. They can never actually have success. The middle class will always be stuck. The low class will always be stuck. And so I've been focusing on crypto for the short period of time. Like, I know that I'm not going to get mega rich from it, but I've invested probably $500 to $600 in crypto. And so far, Bitcoin is at $64,300 right now. And people are saying it's going to go to 100,000. But reality is, it's not even at 70,000 right now. It dropped. So right now is the best time to buy crypto. I don't know when this video is going to get posted out. I'm probably going to post it tomorrow. So it'll be Sunday. So this is like truly important. People need to invest in crypto. Like, I wouldn't say stocks because I've already invested some money in stocks. Like, it's fine, but people don't realize crypto is always going. The stock market closes. Crypto is constantly going. So you could be constantly getting money or losing money. Now, I don't think crypto will ever go straight down. Like, that has not actually really happened. The controversy, that's when it happened. When COVID happened, that's when it started shooting down. Now it's a different time. Now there's a halving going on, and millionaires are jumping in, billionaires are jumping in. The people that actually believe in Bitcoin that may not have as much money as me, or may have, more money than me. Most people in America are definitely gonna have more money than me. I don't have a lot of money, but the money that I do put in, I try to put not even, probably like 10% of my money that I make in my job, and that's gonna drive up. Like, I'm gonna drive up. Like, that's gonna shoot up, I'm gonna keep investing in crypto until I make more money and more money and more money. And like I said, it's not gonna be a staggering amount of money. I wanna try to make $5,000 off crypto. It's gonna involve more money to pour in, right? As an investment. Hang on, guys, I gotta let my dog in. It's gonna be more of an investment. I'm gonna keep pouring more money in, right? But it's gonna take a while. Like, I'm not a multimillionaire. A lot of millionaires invest so much money into crypto and make so much money from it. Like Elon Musk, he has so much money, and he probably invests a lot of money in Bitcoin, but he invests a ton of money into Dogecoin also. So he knows something that the majority of people don't know. Now, Dogecoin already exploded, and I'm not going to be the one that denies that it won't go up again, because it certainly could. Certainly could. If people are saying Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million at some point, $1 million, it's at $64,000 right now. Dogecoin will explode, because I've said this to some people. Bitcoin is like the dad, right? Bitcoin is like the father, and it's a rich father. It's a really wealthy father. So the kids are following along the father, right? So the next in line would be Ethereum. And then the next in line after that would be Dogecoin, and then Shiba Inu. Those coins are the only coins, well, next to Ethereum Classic and Bitcoin Cash would be the only ones that I'd probably be willing to invest in. Maybe invest some into AI coins, like $100 to $200. I don't even invest that much in AI coins because I don't know if I believe in them quite yet. AI is hard to understand right now. We're in the beta stages, which would probably mean it's a great time to invest, but I'm trying to focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum for the most part. Now, understand that I am not a Bitcoin or crypto, I don't know a ton about this stuff, right? So if you want advice from somebody that has experience in it, I'm not the person, but I'm I invest probably more than the majority of people. I truly am, I don't have a lot of money in it. Like I said, I have maybe $600 to $700, but I've made $1,100 altogether. So I do have some experience, and I watch Bitcoin every day. I watch crypto every day. I look at the news every day and see what people are saying. So I'm pretty engaged. I'm the one person that is looking at my phone while I'm working and looking at Bitcoin. I'm like, shit, it's going down to 60K. I don't know when to buy or not, but I'm going to try to buy right now, because if it goes straight back up, I'm not going to take an advantage. And I've learned so much about crypto. The first time I joined into crypto, my dad was telling me about it, and I was like, yo, I'm going to buy at any price. I'm going to buy at any price. And he was like, no, don't do that, son. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait for it to die down. And he's been telling me lately, you just try to buy as much as you can. Be careful you're spending, obviously, like he said, but buy when you can, and I haven't put enough money into Bitcoin probably to make a big profit from those different numbers. I've probably put maybe $300 into Bitcoin almost now. Ethereum, I'm at $170 worth. And then the other coins, I've thrown some money in there too. But most of the time, when I buy a new coin, right, I staple it in. So I put $10, $15 in or less. I staple it in, and then it's engraved in my memory to later on invest more into it. Like right now, I haven't invested a ton into Dogecoin. I have a staple number of like $10 or more in Dogecoin. I have a staple number of $67 in Shiba Inu. I have a staple investment. So I constantly remember the best time to buy into Bitcoin or crypto at all is right freaking now. It's at $64,000. That is a really good time. The halving is coming. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's coming tomorrow, is what I heard. So let's see what happens tomorrow. It might be the best or the worst time to buy tomorrow. As soon as I get up tomorrow, I'm gonna sleep in, and I'm gonna freaking look at crypto and I'm gonna buy. I'm probably gonna buy. Very likely gonna buy. I'm gonna look at the price. Depending on what the price is, I believe it's gonna be $65,000. And then I believe by Monday it's gonna shoot up to 67, and we're gonna see a big wake-up call here. Like, we're gonna see it, and we're gonna want to buy. Bitcoin is the best thing to buy. It's better than buying. It's better than buying, and this might sound crazy, it's probably better than buying silver or gold. And I might regret saying that at some point, but I think money is slowly becoming useless. Like, the dollar may never go away because it's been around for basically all of history, but I wouldn't be that surprised if the dollar at some point fades away because of where we are in the future right now. We are seeing people talk about COVID still, and if you really think about it, if you really consider it, money, the true dollar, right? You hold a dollar bill, people are probably going to start saying we do credit only because the dollar has a virus. The dollar could have a virus on it. And I know that might sound stupid to some people, but if COVID does start getting talked about more and more, I wouldn't be surprised because a credit card is just used by a swipeable machine, right? It's super easy. People don't typically give each other a credit card, right? So I think it'll come. That time will come. So like I said, right now is the best time to buy crypto. I don't care if it's at $75,000 by the time you see this video. I don't care if it's $80,000 by the time you see this video. I don't give a shit if it's at $100,000 by the time you see this video. You buy and you don't look back. You buy. It's constantly being traded. It's constantly gonna go. And, you know, I might regret saying that. Like, I might get thousands of views, but I highly doubt it. If I get thousands of views, I'll probably be like, shit. Like, now there's less Bitcoin, right? Now there's less Bitcoin. But I want people to try to live the life that I want to live. We don't deserve this one life, but we also don't deserve being at a shit job that we hate the rest of our lives and retire at 65 years old or higher. Because the reality is, they still want you working. They still want you working till you're 70. They're pushing 70 as the age now to work. Hell no. I will try as long as I possibly can to become a freaking entrepreneur because I believe in myself. I don't want to work for other people. So when I say I don't have a ton of job experience, it's because I don't want a ton of job experience. I want enough money to start a business and run. Watch Wolf on Wall Street. The Wolf on Wall Street. I wouldn't recommend, younger people watching it because there's a lot of bad stuff in there. But it has been the most eye-opening thing I've ever watched because not about all the other things. It's about the business and the money. There's one quote that I'll never forget. $23 million in 2 freaking hours. excuse me, $23 million in 2 freaking hours. Now imagine, okay, that was illegal money, right? That was illegal money. It was pretty much fraud. Okay? He did the business completely illegally. But think if you do a business completely morally right, even if you make $500,000 in 2 hours, are you shitting me? Like, that would be insane. Even if you made $10,000 in 2 freaking hours, that's insane. That's more than anybody would make at their job. That's insane. Unless you're an NFL star, right? You probably make more than $10,000 in 2 hours, right? But most people are not NFL superstars. So, or any sport superstars, the majority of people are working at their job their entire life, you know, striving for paycheck to paycheck, living and breathing for money. And I want to wake up one day, know that I grinded, know that I nonstop built my Shopify store and promoted it constantly. And if you want to support me, go on to cozypups.shop, my dog pet store. That would truly support me. It'd be such a blessing. So check it out if you have a dog. I'm running sales right now. But honestly, making a Shopify store is hard. It's not easy. People make it seem easy, right? Running an e-commerce store, not easy. Doing a blogging website on medium.com like I do, not easy. It's not an easy task. It takes a lot of time and effort, right? It takes a lot of pursuit. But is it worth waking up one day and realizing, like, I'm not going to make $5,000 off a Medium blog post, right? But an e-commerce store, I could totally make $5,000. Someday I'm going to be running Facebook ads, probably today, because I've been learning from Robert Kiyosaki. Like, he's not right about everything. Like I said, he's saying the wrong things sometimes. But money is useless. The government is printing money constantly. They want us to be in the working class. Why do you think they want us to be stuck in school our entire lives? Why are they not teaching us about money? Why are they not teaching us about taxes? They teach us about all these other things. They teach us about math, right? They teach us about math. But they don't teach us about money. Why is that? I've never been to any school that has taught about money. My entire life, my elementary school never taught a damn thing about money. Middle school never taught a damn thing about money. They talked about U.S. history. They talked about all these things, about all these other things that I'm not going to equate to my real effing life. We have ChatGPT that we can ask a question, faster than counting on our hands or thinking on our brain for 5 minutes about the problem that's being solved. I suck at math. It makes me feel terrible, right? But if I knew a lot about math, I still wouldn't know everything about math. A genius doesn't know the best math problem in the world. It's not possible. Like, it's not truly possible. We can't know everything. We cannot know everything. No matter how smart or dumb we are, no matter how smart we are, we cannot know everything. We cannot know everything. We have to ask questions. We have to ask big questions. But we have to ask God for those big questions to be answered firstly and most importantly. But then we have to use some of the resources we have to figure out the right questions, because we aren't always going to know the answer. But we're living in a society that has all the answers, basically. We have to literally just go on our phones for 15 seconds and type in a Google search what the answer is. We are living in a world that has never known how to do that before. So why the hell are we not constantly taking advantage of it? There's so many times where I'm on the internet throughout the days and like looking something up that I don't understand. And I know like it's kind of an addiction for me. Like I go to Google for a lot of things. That's because it's like a dictionary. You can learn every single thing on there. You can learn so much. It's like a book. And people ask me why I don't read. I do read. I read on Google. I read a lot of things. I read on Reddit. I read on Medium sometimes. Not that often though. I don't read a book because I know that I can have the answers in 5 seconds. Like, yes, a book has a lot of good information. I just hate reading because I have a terrible stigmatism. I have terrible eyes. So I'm a visual person. I like learning visually with videos. And videos like YouTube, like what I'm posting on here, is the absolute best for learning. I couldn't ask for a better platform to learn. You guys have endless resources. You can learn how to fix a car from start to finish on YouTube. It's incredible. You can learn math. You can learn finances. And I don't understand why people aren't. If they're really struggling with finances, you need to go to YouTube. The best example, the best thing I could possibly give you is before you pay taxes next time, so fast, give yourself some damn money. Put the cash in a drawer. Put your freaking cash in a drawer. It's not top priority for you to spend so much time at work and then directly pay the government all the money out of your pocket. They can wait a couple days. Give yourself some time, give yourself some research on how to become an entrepreneur. Your life will be changed. And man, I have never really made a 22-minute video before and felt like I could press forward through it. But I don't think people are, like a lot of people are still watching. It'd be amazing if you are. Thank you so much for watching this. If you are, for real, it means a lot. Please make sure to subscribe and follow. I'm definitely not done. I'm not going to be done talking about entrepreneurship. This is definitely not going to be my last video. If I make money online, believe me, I will be posting it. I will be probably doing screen recordings on how to make money online soon. Because it's what I'm interested in, and I post what I'm interested in, just like anybody else. I don't post blogs, or vlogs I mean. Someday I might, but right now I'm not. Someday I might post vlogs. But I'm posting basically a vlog right now of what I'm truly interested in. Like I said, I hope this helps. I hope this wasn't a waste of time. But we need to get out of the rat race and seriously consider starting a business and working for ourselves and having a freaking vacation, for the love of God. We are the country in America, or we, as Americans, if you live in America, you know as much as I do, it is a constant fight. It is a constant fight to win. It is a constant fight. There's no days off. You feel, like, America pushes us so hard that you feel guilty for taking a day off. It's like, what the actual F? Like, what the F? We need a day off. Other countries have more days off than we do. Like, we need to realize that there are cheaper places to live than America. How much do you have to pay for freedom? How much do you have to pay for freedom? For real, how much do you have to pay? How much do you have to pay to live the American dream? How much do you have to pay to get rid of your bills, right? They're never going to be erased. So why do we always constantly push so hard to pay the bills so fast? Like I said, I don't have money bills because I work lower class. I make way less money than the average person. I choose to live that life. I choose to live the harder life, to want to become an entrepreneur. It's effing hard. But it would be so much more worth it if I neglected the norm, the quote-unquote norm. I don't believe this is the norm. I don't believe this should not be the norm. This should not be the norm. This should be the best life we have ever lived, because it's the only effing one we're gonna live, right? It's the only one we're gonna live, and we live in the best modern age to succeed at starting a business, right? And there's a lot of problems going on in the world. There's a lot of talk about war. There's a lot of talk about deflation, or or inflation, I mean. There's a lot of talk about that. And it's not going to stop. I've read, and I believe it. The cost of shipping things, shipping items right now are astronomically insane, through the roof. I look at the grocery store. I don't really buy food that often. My parents help me buy food, right? I spend some money on food every now and then. I'm like, a bag of normal size Cheetos that's like this big is $5. $5. Think about that. $5 for a normal size of Cheetos. That's a lot. That's a lot for a simple bag of Cheetos, right? Now think of you have kids. In each kid, you have 3 kids and they all want a bag of Cheetos. That's $15 for 3 bags of Cheetos. That's insane. That's insane. So if it's $4, that's $12 for a bag of Cheetos. $4. Or no, $12 for a bag of Cheetos. If you're getting it for that many kids, that's seriously insane. So we need to think about this, like, what's more important in our lives? Working constantly, not getting what we want, never going on a vacation, always struggling with finances. People say they want to be on their feet, not sit in an office chair. Go on vacation then. If you make a lot of money and you're a millionaire at some point. Are you able to afford a vacation right now? If you are, that's great. But I just read the majority of Americans don't really travel to other places in the States. They don't really travel because they don't have the money. So let's remember that. What are we striving for? To live the best life? Or live the worst life that we've ever had to live? This one life that we have. I want you guys to remember that today. I'm gonna probably put a new wallpaper on my computer today. That's gonna be like, it's gonna be a graphic design. It's gonna show where I am right now to where I wanna be. I wanna live in Florida. That's a dream for me. I wanna live in the warm weather. So my favorite thing in Florida is a palm tree. And it is pretty, they are pretty. But one thing that I knew about that I just found out about a palm tree is they can withstand huge amounts of wind. All right? They can withstand 150-mile-per-hour winds. That's called resilience. And that's what I'm gonna effing do. And nobody is gonna fucking stop me from wanting to live my dream. Nobody. Because I'm resilient like a palm tree. I want to fight through. So that's my take. I hope you guys took something away from that. And I love all of you. We gotta fight for what we want. A lot of people want to live average. I don't want to live average. I want to be the next entrepreneur, one of the most successful entrepreneurs. Hell, I don't care if I make $5 million or $20 million. I want to live a free life. Because America, how much are we going to spend for freedom? How much stress are we going to spend for freedom when we're not really free? Think about it. Consider your choices. Consider your pains, your struggles, your stress that your children see. And then when they ask eventually, can I go to college to learn about business or finances or marketing, whatever they dream of, and you say, I can't afford that. What do you think that interpretates? That's another thing that Robert Kiyosaki said. When you say you can't afford it, you're telling your brain that basically you're a loser and you can't pay for it. Instead of saying, I can't afford it, say, how can I afford it? How can I afford it? How can I pursue this? How can I show the people that I love that I can do things that pretty much seemed impossible, right? Pretty much seemed impossible your entire life. Guess what? I'm here to tell you, as a 22-year-old that's literally broke and striving to be an entrepreneur and has been successful, but has also went through hell and back with depression and feeling alone, feeling stuck in most of my life, and feeling like I'm an absolute failure and that I'll never make it. Even though a lot of times I still don't feel like I make it, but I'm here to prove them all wrong. I'm gonna make it. I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to take the risk at a young age. I'm willing to fight so I can actually live the one life that I have to my best ability, and nobody's gonna stop me, like I said. So I hope that helps, guys. Have a great day. Peace.